Hey all, in this snapshot, we will discuss the importance of controlling internal corrosion. To control internal corrosion, we need to consider 5 factors or 5 aspects. First things first, what are the factors influencing internal corrosion? That is the focus of this snapshot. In addition, we should also know or understand the mechanisms and the models that can be used, how to mitigate internal corrosion, how to monitor and inspect for internal corrosion, and finally, how to manage internal corrosion. But first, we should understand what factors could influence internal corrosion. To understand the factors influencing internal corrosion, we should first consider the context and importance of internal corrosion control. Context in the sense how valuable the product is, the property is, what will be the consequence if internal corrosion were to occur. That is a context and importance. Then, of course, we have to understand the whole oil and gas industry network. Internal corrosion may be a primary cause in certain sectors, but not in other sectors. So you have to understand where the internal corrosion is a major issue, minor issue, or a non-issue. Third, you have to understand what materials are being used. In the oil and gas industry, almost 90% of the materials we use are carbon steel, metallic materials. We also use corrosion resistance alloys to some extent. And we also use non-metallic materials. So to understand the influence of internal corrosion, we should also understand the characteristics of materials that are being used. Of course, internal corrosion is an issue for metallic materials, but not for non-metallic materials. Finally, how the environmental factors influence internal corrosion. The environmental factors could be various, but that can be characterized broadly into 12 types. Flow, pressure, temperature, water phase, oil phase, gas phases in terms of carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and oxygen, organic acids, that is presence of acetic acid or formic acid, effects of sand and solid, influence of microbial corrosion or microbial species, and depending upon the field, we may also have mercury. So the collective influence of all 12 parameters should be considered along with the type of materials to understand the overall influence of internal corrosion. So more details can be obtained through the internal corrosion control course, and I welcome you to join one of the internal corrosion courses. Thank you.